The Business Education National Hall of Fame pays tribute to those men and women who have made significant contributions that influence the direction and the definition of business education in the United States. During their time, these men and women inspired future generations of educators and were role models in their ability to lead, make decisions, and take action that would advance the objectives and the ideals of business education. Dr. Walter A. Brower, in his own right, was a leader among leaders in business education. During his tenure as Dean of the School of Education at Rider College, he strived to pay tribute to the contributions and achievement of business educators. After decades of working with business education leaders and seeing their dedication and commitment, Dr. Brower was compelled to honor their work.
These people were making a tremendous contribution to the education of young people in this country.
As acknowledgement to the hard work of business educators, Dr. Brower pursued support to establish a Hall of Fame. From coast to coast, he received tremendous support for this endeavor.
I was a student, both through master's and doctorate, of Dr. Polishuk at Temple University in Philadelphia. Got to know him very well. In fact, we were very good friends. I was so close to Dr. Polishuk because he was one of the leaders in business education, right along with those from New York University and other places, Boston University and on. And he is the one that I asked also, because I knew him so well, what was his reaction? He said to me, "Walt, do it. That's wonderful, do it." And I did it.
In 1977, Dr. Walter Brower founded the Business Education National Hall of Fame at Rider College in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. The Board of Advisors for the Hall of Fame inducted the first member, Frederick George Nichols, on May 18, 1979. Nominees of the Hall of Fame must have been deceased for 10 years and served as a business teacher, lecturer, author, supervisor, publisher, or inventor. Nichols was regarded as one of the greats and a pioneer in business education.
Professor Nichols from Harvard University was always referred to as the father of business education in the United States.
He paved the way for business education as it is known in the United States. His impact is still felt today at this conference, as he was one of the original 3 founders of the National Council for Business Education, which today is known as the National Business Education Association. Elaborate induction ceremonies of the Hall of Fame included the unveiling of the plaque of the inductee. The plaque of the first inductee, Professor Frederick Nichols, was unveiled by Dr. William Polishuk. In the same ceremony, John Robert Gregg was inducted as the second member of the Business Education National Hall of Fame. He was honored for his leadership and contributions as a teacher, publisher, and promoter of the patron arts. His development of Gregg shorthand became the most widely used shorthand system in the country. His leadership shaped business education during its developmental stage throughout the period of 1920 to 1940. Under the leadership of Dr. Walter Brower, 13 men and women, all who made significant contributions to business education, were inducted into the Business Education National Hall of Fame at Rider University. Upon Dr. Brower's retirement, the Business Education National Hall of Fame was relocated to the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater in 1995 under the leadership of Dr. Mary Margaret Hostler.
I think it's a wonderful program to have, and I hope it continues to live on for a long time. Remember to honor the past and the individuals who have contributed to our field to understand again where we are now and how we got here, and just don't take things for granted. So I think it's a very, very important program, and I enjoyed working with it every single year that I was there on campus.
The first induction ceremony on the UW-Whitewater campus was held on October 25, 1996 in the Paul A. Carlson Business and Economics Building. Upholding the tradition established by Dr. Brower, an administrative committee and a selection committee carried out the functions of nominations and election to the Hall of Fame. The first inductee on the Whitewater campus was Dr. Paul A. Carlson in the very building that bears his name. Carlson's tenure spanned 42 years at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, growing business education to one of the largest and most influential business teacher education programs in the nation. In the same 1996 ceremony, Dr. Louis A. Leslie was inducted for his contributions as a prolific and renowned author. To his credit, he authored or co-authored over 400 textbooks and auxiliary instructional materials. Dr. Hostler was instrumental in capturing the history of the Hall of Fame by creating the Business Education National Hall of Fame wall housed in today's College of Business and Economics.
When we took on the program, we decided to have a portrait plaque made for each inductee. It has a picture of the individual, of course the name, and then the date of birth and date of death on that. And we would present that at the induction ceremony, and then we would have a formal hanging of the plaque ceremony in the College of Business, and that too is a beautiful wall in the College of Business that displays all of the individuals going back to Rider University. And again, it's a history in picture form. And then we'd also give a smaller plaque to a member of the family.
Since 1995, the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater faculty has inducted 23 individuals into the Business Education National Hall of Fame, each inductee being recognized for their contributions to business education in the United States. The Business Education National Hall of Fame honors and remembers the legacy of these pioneers. Their work continues to influence the endeavors of today's business educators to keep business education functioning in the changing global environment. For the first time since its beginning, the Hall of Fame will hold its induction ceremony at the National Business Education Association Conference, marking its 40th anniversary. On this national stage, we will proudly continue to honor those men and women whose achievements advance business education. These prominent leaders of the profession cannot be forgotten nor set aside, but their contributions should be used to guide current and future business educators to further the development of business education in the United States.